say it with such excitement, but he is behind these bushes. So I'm going to... I don't know. I don't know this area well enough to know what I'm going to do. There he is, there he is. Oh, wow. It was jumping up and down, it was the cutest thing ever. I had to. I had to stop and try and get it on camera. Far distance there is a woodpecker. Welcome to... Today we're still continuing to try and find these hares, but along the way we are actually going to look for a woodpecker, which will be the green woodpecker, and we're also going to see if we can find a barn owl. So it's about 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning. It's a little bit chilly, and that's the reason I didn't sleep in the car last night. I slept at my folks, which isn't too far away. Now I just got to make those compromises at the moment because it was -2 and this floor is actually frozen. The sun rose actually earlier than what I was expecting, so we're going to get a move on. One good thing is, hopefully it's Sunday. Well, it is Sunday. Hopefully not a lot of people have gone and taken the dog for a walk, so anything which is out has not been disturbed as yet. So that's one good thing. We are going to rush to get where we need to go. We got the trail cameras set up. I'm going to change them later rather than now. I'm going to concentrate on getting where I need to go rather than spending 10-15 minutes, which is quite a long time when you've got somewhere to go. Before going back, we got to walk past them and changing the card and changing the batteries in one of them because I know they're running low. Yeah, let's go and see what we can see. Now I'm at a junction at the moment and I've been sat here thinking about it since walking in. I can go that way. The advantage of going that way is it gets me to the place where I want to be quicker, I think. But it does mean that we need to turn around and then we've got to face the sun. Or we can go this way, which is slightly longer, and but the sun is always behind us. But then I could potentially get to a place which is where the lambs are, which is a place I'm thinking of stopping for a while, which means we might miss where the barn owl sort of flies around. I know what we'll do. We'll walk up this way, we'll walk all the way to the common, and then we'll turn back. We'll have the sun in our face for a little bit, but hopefully we can walk parallel to it. Although saying that, when we're in that field, we're going to be on this side, the sun side of the field, so it's not going to be so bad. So we've made up our mind very quickly with hope that something's in here. Dora, wait! Dora, wait! I don't want it that way because of the sun, but still, nothing's there. Let's go up around this corner and see if there's anything there. So far, no luck with anything. I did see the woodpecker for a tiny bit. I seen a flash of him. If I knew he was in that tree, I wouldn't have been so close. But when I seen a flash of him, he seen me and flew off. It was the pied. Just keep an eye out for him, because he was in this tree. I can hear another one behind me. Very faint, so I doubt you'll hear him. Last week's question for you was, in relation to the size of its body, what animal has the biggest brain? It's not human, it's not monkeys, but it is in fact the wood ant. In relation to its body, it's got a huge brain. So does that make it more intelligent? And if so, follow in next week's question. So if the ant has the biggest brain in relation to its body, which in turn we would say maybe is the most intelligent animal in the world, granted they are extremely intelligent, for being an ant, they're very intelligent, but why is it there is a fungus which makes them do something special? And I want the name of that fungus and what it does to the wood ant. Let me know in the comments and see who comes up with that answer. I didn't get the best of shots of the woodpecker because he was sort of on the other side of the tree, but he has now flew off and he's gone right down to the bottom. We're not going to chase it. If it was a green, I'd say chase in the wrong contents, I should say. Pursue? No, not pursue. We're not going to look for it anymore. We're going to make our way to the owls. Everything's starting to dry out now. Probably don't come out on camera, but all the frost is slowly gone. But I really want the hares more than anything else, and we might be getting a little bit late. Might see lucky. Now occasionally I can actually hear the laughing of a woodpecker. Do I keep hill? So, and I am hearing it around about that sort. Okay, he's over there somewhere. So what I'm going to do, you've got the lambs here, so Dora's need to keep hill. I might put her on the lead in a minute, just so they don't stress them out. But you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 potential trees along this area. Now, it would be my luck, you go behind me. Surprise, surprise, we can see some jackdaws and... He's over in that corner. He's coming closer, or I'm walking extremely fast. He's coming closer. Is that him? There's definitely two, because one was flying by and there was one that way. That was definitely all green. I'm surrounded by beauty. Yes, yes. Bird of prey. I think it's a kite, but I'm not entirely sure. It could be a buzzard. Can't quite get the colours from here. So what I'm going to do is move that way towards the sun. Hope he stays there and get some more video with the sun facing towards him rather than side lit like he is now. I'm not sure if I got it, but hopefully I got that. It was a red kite, 100%. Taken off. I was taking photos at the time, and then it took it emptied its bows, and then it took me a minute to go, well, I say a minute, it took me a couple of seconds to go, oh, he's going to take off. And I think I just about got it when he was taking off, but I don't think it's the best of shots because I wasn't quite ready. That's my fault. I should have processed that a bit quicker. It's what you normally get with the birds of prey. When they empty their bows, it's normally a sign they're going to take off. As it's all days away, just seen the woodpecker fly along there. Try to catch him, but he's flown over this and beyond. It's all about patience. It is starting to get a bit hazy down on the ground as well now. Right, been here for a little while now. Haven't heard the woodpeckers for a while, and I think it's time that we moved on. We're walking towards that dog. Bum bum. Okay, it is what it is. Alright, we're going to give it another 5 minutes. Put away my stuff. Then we're going to walk up there towards the one trail camera. And then I'm going to go down to where I think I seen a buzzard nest, but I'm not entirely sure. The reason I'm not entirely sure, it was definitely a nest. However, it wasn't too far away from a rookery. And that just doesn't work very well. Those rooks will take away, they will aggravate the pair beyond belief, and they will take away the eggs. They'll eat the eggs with no problems. But eggs are actually, they're good for them, full of protein. So if you have got interest, I normally put down eggs. If I put down eggs, I put them down for the foxes. The foxes love them as well, and the ravens love them. I've had Forester Dean, I put down a trail camera. Also fell in a stream down there as well. That was good fun, especially when it was cold. Put down an egg, a raven come along. That was the first thing he grabbed, was the eggs, I think. and then flew away, had them, come back and had some bacon. Was it bacon? No, it was chicken. I almost put down bacon and realised Forrester Dean bacon might cause a little bit of a problem. Morally speaking, it might be classed as animal cruelty, because bacon is a very, very close cousin to... Actually, saying that, bacon's a very close cousin to wild boar. But yeah, I can put down a chicken egg, and I'm quite content with raven or any other birds that, you know. Odd one, that. In the wild, anyway, I know for a fact that wild boar will not have any objections eating their companion at all. As far as they're concerned, it's a bit of meat. Do anything to survive. Sheepies, they aren't even spread out today. They're just over under these trees. I think they're waiting for dinner. Someone come in down there earlier and they ran all towards them just to be disappointed that there wasn't any dinner. They thought it was dinner. Always tell, when they start running towards someone, they think, well, that's dinner time. So they're all sat there waiting for dinner. They don't get a Sunday dinner. Mind you, they probably won't like lamb. Well, just as I was walking away, I was recording, I think it was blue tip, can't remember, it seems so long ago now. The woodpecker decided to show its face again, or show its voice again, rather than its face. I have had trouble trying to glance at it again. However, when I look behind me, I don't know if you can see it on screen, that is not mist, that is smoke. I don't know quite where it's coming from. Probably the farmer burning something. Whatever, I suppose. Now, last I heard, the green woodpecker was over in that corner somewhere. But I haven't heard him for a while. But everything's just smoky now. Great. So we've been back to my folks' place, had some dinner, and we're now into a different location. This looks like this is going to be nice when this is done. Although a bit boring. You can always tell when it's man-made, because they're all in a straight line. We don't do random. I don't know what it's going to be actually. Could be farming, I don't know. Could be apple trees for all I know. Bit of scrumpy. But we're going to try down here. Now I did speak to a gent which give me a basic location that they are potentially down here. Sheepies, lambs. I don't think they're a big fan of Dora, but obviously Dora is on the lead at the moment. Right here. She won't harm, I know for a fact she won't. But they don't know that. Now this looks a little bit overgrown. But, I'll tell you one thing, at least it's a gate. Oh, lovely. Lovely jubbly. Good girl. Up you go. See, this is the thing, this is why I like to do my research, especially with the brown hairs and things like that, just because you've got very limited time. Dusk and dawn, there's not a lot of time. I'm now standing in the middle of the field, looking around, trying to figure out, do I want to go back to the manor house and towards where the sheep were, where I was this morning, and potentially seeing a barn owl, or do I want to go this way and go all the way around and potentially go and wait for the barn owl? All the time that sun is still going down, but there is a place which I did spot on the app, which has got a woodland area beside the green grass, which should be nice, should be ideal. That's what they want. Hide in the woodland area during the day and during the night, or during dusk and dawn, ideally for me. They come out and then we've got ourselves some hares to photograph. I was speaking to a gent, and then a few more dogs come along, and then it was all went a bit pear-shaped, and all I know is he was pointing towards this area. And some people have said this area, but I don't know exactly where in this area. It's like a puzzle. But he said go into the get into the car and go, and then that's where it was interrupted. Maybe he just wanted me off his land. I don't know. Get off my land. But he seemed nice enough anyway. So that field in front is actually where we're going to head to. You can see there's a forest on the other side. Some jays. Not jays, sorry. Some jackdaws. I've had to change your mind. I thought you could walk that way, but you've got a sign on there which says no public access. What you got to do, supposedly, is walk up here a little bit and then walk down when they join up, and then you can go through that field. But I'm going to quit that because I'm aware of the sun going down rapidly. Dora's still on the lead, so she's alright. Come on then. Come on then. Good girl. And I don't want to waste any more time than I have to. So we have had a look in that field. Not had any luck. That's the sun at the moment. Going down quite rapidly. So yeah, let's go and make our way there. I think if the hares were in there, we would be able to, well, if the hares were in there, we definitely would be able to see them from here. But we're just going to have to walk along the road instead, and we'll make our way back to the front of the manor. See, I get distracted by simple things. Like that lamb, which was jumping up and down. It was the cutest thing ever. I had to I had to stop and try and get it on camera. Right, where are we to? Right, now we're back around the front. Where do we want to go? I would say this way. That stile is going to be a very, very difficult one to get over. Thankfully the gate's open. Actually, I know it's not so much the gate's open, the gate's missing. Oh well. So it's paid off coming back so far. We have seen the barn owl once. It flew actually over my car. Fingers crossed it might fly better. What do we want to do? Do we want to go? Do we want to go over that area? Right. Well, today's turned into a better day. Barn owl was showing up and I got a couple of seconds of it. I am chasing after it as best as I possibly can. Yes, this is my version of running, but he is behind these bushes. So I'm going to... I don't know. I don't know this area well enough to know what I'm going to do. I know there's a public footpath just down here, but I also know that he's not quite in this area, but he's flying around near this area. There's a couple of, I'm going to say abandoned buildings, but they may not be abandoned, around the corner, and that seems to be where he's sort of hanging around. That might actually be where his nest is, potentially, and I might... There he is, there he is. Oh, wow. Right, I need to extend my tripod. Now the barn owl is sort of flying around this area. I don't want to get too close, but I am going to extend this and let's extend it the proper way. I'm thinking I'm going to go back to the field before. This isn't right. This is not ideal for him. Let's go back to the field before. I'm going to let you off. Be good. Stay. Right, down. And wait. Wait. Good girl. Now if we're very lucky, you come flying pretty much around us. We could potentially go back to where the car is. Risk and reward, risk and reward. Mind you, if we go back to where the car is, we are on that side. And we can see him down there. So maybe the car is the best option to go to. Go towards the car? Yeah. So it's a case of keeping my eye out along this ridgeway. And if he does show up, then I can chuck down my... Well, I can chuck down the tripod. It's ready to go. Ish. And get some video, photos, whatever it may well be. Photos, maybe. Video. I've gone down to 30 frames per second just because it is starting to get a little bit dark. Just a little bit. And maybe for Dora's safety, if we're along the road, I might chuck her back into the car, out of the way, and then I know she's safe, don't I? So I'm actually back at the car. Can't see the little bugger at the moment, but potentially, I know someone said his sort of favourite fly area is in that field beyond my car, in that corner over there. And this is ironically where we were this morning, looking for the green woodpecker. I can't see any barn owl though. Where's barn owl? Where's Barney? I love you. So now we're at ISO 12800, 360 degrees and 6.3 f-stop. Now we are 100% definitely too dark to record anything.